Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sat down in other words, Jimmy Jr. Yeah, I use Restream. I use an Elgato that then I had the Elgato connect to Restream. And apparently the Restream's website is saying that my Twitch is bit rate too high, please lower, or die transcoding hours. Whereas my YouTube, it's in the green. It says I'm live, I'm okay, so I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get the show started. So as you can see, the game is now live. Path notes and all is not really much. There's only really one thing to really show this everything else. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so path notes. Goody Nasha Morel. Goody Nasha Morel. I think I got it. Yeah, because the other day I was on purposely butchering that word, and Aaron's like, throwing in the drag, throwing out the ear left, throwing. I was on purposely butchering that Goody Nasha Morel. I think I got it. Basically comes back today, starting today. The ship I'm actually flying. The last few days I've actually been like setting up this ship, playing with this ship, this and everything else. So you see the accuracy is way up. I'm at the 63.2. Then when I hit the N6 computer and the other, these two right here, the N6 computer right here, and the Domino, which comes from the thing. And basically, this is literally the whole set off of my little DeJoian fighter. So that is what I'm basically flying. I literally took everything off the DeJoian fighter, put it on this one. Yes, it's a battle cruiser. The main reason why is this little device right here. I'm hoping that with this little device right here, both me and Spirit's going to be flying. We're actually going to try, Spirit's actually going to try to sit on top of the ship and try to detect it, try to keep it healed, try to keep it detected, and this everything else. Where I'm going to fly, basically the Spirit's wingman, try to fly and try to keep, things off of him and off of the ship. I will tell you straight up, the one that does the most damage, a lot of the stuff I'm able to get rid of, except for, where are you? There you are. This guy right here. Now, like I said in the one, I've only gotten the way, Thor going to Tide. I have yet to get the way Tide, because this little tusky ass of the torpedo, a lot of times the Klingons will work in on way Tide. You're dealing with most of the Klingons. And instead of just dealing with one or two, which is easy, no, like the one time, I literally counted like, a good 7 of them, I believe. There was like 7, 8 of them, coming. I needed to get rid of 2 of them, trying to get rid of 2 of them. The other teammates did not manage to get the one, whereas like the last 2, and it literally there was one I was chasing down, trying to catch up to it, so they were just way ahead of me, out of my range, heading right to the ship. And the second it hit the Kiddy National ship, that was it, instant death. This is the killer. Everything else in the event, I can completely tank and completely dominate and destroy, except for this one missile. This is the killer, that basically will end most of the time for most of you people. So you want to do, tractodine repulsors, gravity wells, tractodines, scatter dolly, thyroid well 3, Tote Thread 3, you and a bunch of AoE abilities, just everything else. I try to keep these things under control and just that on, keep them away, just everything else. But this what kills the Kuti Naru most of the time is this missile right here. This is the killer of that ship. But I'm hoping between me and Spirit, Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll be able to win this thing and, make it work and just everything else and all. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Alright, so let's go on back to tech notes. The simulation of the original known scenario to detect the Kutinashut and the Anderson enemy ships. Now, I will tell you, the original Kutinashanaru, I've actually got the accolade for it. I picked it up a long time ago when I was under the old one, just everything else and all, so I got the accolade for it. I believe that if you can get to weight 10, there's an accolade for this, or completing it, getting to it. I believe that there's a bunch of rewards, just everything else, I believe. In a minute, we'll take a look at the next story, which I have right here, just everything else. So, in a minute, we'll be taking a look at that story. Next one, the Prolonged Engagement Powered Dino Console. When you do this event, which is part of the Prolonged Phaser set, that's going to be the next piece. Now, I will admit, I've got two pieces. I'm not using the other piece, just everything else. But I've got two pieces, and for a phaser setup mixed with the Nigerian setup, that is a powerhouse for a phaser setup. That is a powerhouse. Now, as Dino and me were talking last night, Romulan Imperial 9 Field. Captain Nog has requested the help of captains and all factions to defend a mining asteroid field that the owner-owned Romulan Imperials. Romulan Imperial 9 Field Q replaces the Gorn and the Federation 9 Field Qs. The new version allows all factions to team together. So you people that like to go into grinding for like fleet credit, dilithium, loot, whatever, whatnot. As of today, they have actually taken out the Gorn 9 Field and the Federation 9 Field. They're gone. They are completely gone. They are now being replaced by this Romulan Imperial one. So let's take a look. Where are you? Let me switch it. And now maybe it'll show up. Okay. I took it at the end of the eye at the Imperial Navy. Ladies and gentlemen. Romulan Imperial. Okay, so at the end of the R. Sorry, I thought it would be the Imperial Navy. So the down in the R's. Red alert, red alert. There it is. So, as I was saying earlier, the Gorn 9 Field and the Federation 9 Field. Now, the Gorn, if used on the Klingon side, you do the Gorn one. If used on the Federation side, you do the Federation one. It has been completely renewed. Now, here's the thing. As it shows right here, Romulan Star Empire is in desperate need of resources in the wake of the obstruction of their homeworld. Some of their military groups have established contained to a remote system where they can take control of local resources. We have found that an asteroid mining field where all the Romulans have taken over. Neither the Federation nor the Klingon wants the Romulan military to keep control of the system. We're sending in Nick task group to dislodge the Romulan forces. So, for the first time ever, as you can see, you'll basically get dilithium because it's basically part of the dilithium grind. That's everything else. But for the first time ever, it used to be, now especially on the Klingon side, it took forever to get the Gorn line deal to kick in. On certain parts of the hours when I was on, because, know that it was on. Know that it was on the Klingon side. Everybody was on the Federation side, or everybody was on the Romulan side. But there was really nobody, as a Klingon to the Klingon Defense Force, grinded on the Klingon side. Quite a few times. This is going to be the new start where you can be a Klingon, you can be a Romulan, you can be a Federation. When you queue to this, it's going to put everybody together. It's going to be like the crystal entity where anybody, Klingon, Romulan, Federation, no matter what, anybody can queue to the crystal entity. Everybody can go in and take on the crystal entity, fight the crystal entity, and defeat the crystal entity. This is the same idea. Now you will be going in, you will be dealing with Romulan ship, just everything else. So you want to be geared up dealing with, plasma attack, any other, attack that Romulans could throw, just everything else. Because you're basically dealing with a rogue Romulan type faction that wants to hold this mining field, just everything else and all. I have not played it. Later on, I will be showing it, taking a look at it later on, just everything else. But the Gorn 9 field and the Federation 9 field are gone through as of today. Today, this is the new 9 field. So, do you like doing the 9 field to the loots and especially the dilithium? Hi, Ronnie. This is where you're going to be looking for. So, like I said, the Gorn 9 field's gone. The Federation 9 field's gone because they had taken both of them, grouped both of them together, and this is now the new 9 field, basically. But as I said, just like the crystal entity, you can do Federation, you can do Klingon, you can do, Federation, all three, no matter what, just like the crystal entity, go together as a whole fleet together, all, grouped together. Take on the crystal entity, but in this one, you're taking on the Romulans. You're going to be fighting a rogue Romulan group that's basically taken over, just taking over the minefield. And I've actually watched one of my friends who actually streamed it this morning and was playing with it this morning. Just like the door disconnect you had 7 to 9, she walks in, tells you about the door disconnect, what's the situation. This one, Nog actually talks to you, so I think that's actually kind of cool. And you walk in, you've got Captain Nog. Hey, I'm Captain Nog. We have the situation. We need your help, blah, blah, blah. I'm sending you guys in to get rid of these Romulan rogue people. So I really think that's cool. But like I said, I watched my one friend. I've not done it myself. Later on with my group, I'm going to be getting together and doing it together, the group, and everything else and all. As you can see, you got to do a team of 5, just everything else to take it on. But again, the idea is this one is you're going to be dealing with Romulan, but this is the new 9 field. Gorn and the Federation are gone together. This is the new one. Alright, so back to Tech Notes. So how you doing, Ronnie? Like I said, you just kind of came in as I'm doing the Tech Notes. So that's that. So that's now taken care of. General, the Renegade Regret featured episode, as of today, it's over. So, even though the thing is still, showing and everything else, even though the thing is still showing, but it has now ended. So, as of now, you can kind of go, you go up here, they still haven't moved it yet. Either tomorrow or the next day, it's going to be moving. More than likely, it's going to be showing up the next one down under this, more than likely. So after tomorrow, the next day, when the game re-updates itself, this is going to be moving. So if you've not got the reward yet, even though it's ended, you might be able to still get it.
Neff Parr has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. She's the Zenkethi officer who delivered vital military intelligence to the Alliance.
Oh, nice job, Ronnie. Nice job. Yeah, that's what I did. I got requested to do a science character that it just... I've got the Battletech game that it just came out, so I'm kind of playing it, figuring out what's the best way to play it so I can stream it. the two adult groups that I work with, or adult games, they done hard at work, and I've actually done beta testing, and the one, yeah, he sent out the game update, but this time around, he's got a lot of dogs that they know, so I'm constantly having to go down and say, no, that didn't get thick, this is happening, blah, blah, and just everything else and all, so I've been really dizzy, so that's why he's not really seeing like science character leadings, only between Battletech and the two adult groups, or a game creator that I work with. I have been really dizzy game testing and looking at things. Alright, getting back, so everything old and new, general alteration to haze on the course, that certain issues could. God, what do you want? You know, he just kept running around the room and he just could not click on it, so he couldn't start that mission. So, like I said, this time around, that's the other problem with the Delta recruits. Now, luckily you, Ronnie, you're not the authority, so congratulations. But some of the other people, they're having a hell of a time with the Delta recruit, because this time around the game seems more duggier than ever, and like some of the old dogs that seem to get thick, nope, they're back. They are back. Alright, get on record. Objective behavior to the title doctor that it should not get into a state where it fully heals in between phases of combat. Now, I do know that got fixed for a while. Then they nerfed the hell out of it, because it used to be, if you used like tractidine and gravity wells, you was able to hold her in place so she couldn't, run away, disappear, do her battle cloak thing, this and everything else. You was able to hold her and just out the strike her till she was gone. So they nerfed that, so that way you could throw all the gravity wells at her, you can throw all the tractidines at her, you could throw all the anti-proton missiles and everything at her. She would just absorb it, still battle cloak, so then when she uncloaks, she'd be practically full health again. So, once again, get on the courts, it's a mess again. Resolving issue would cause occasional crashes when the ship tailor and the player joins a queue. I've actually had that happen a few times on one of the other characters where, I started the queue, I started to go into the tailor to kind of change it, because I wanted the one character to be, on the Klingon side, I wanted him to be more of the Klingon look, just everything else and all, and it's not Noxican, so I wanted to make him all Noxican looking and get him to look all Noxican. And sure enough, as I was playing with it, I heard the thing in the background saying that the queue was ready, I was ready to go in, but instead of, taking it out of the tailor and taking it into the queue, no, that was it, game crash. Yeah, and that's the other thing, the R&D, Ronnie. There's a lot of people hating that system. And like I said, that's my other problem, because like I said, this guy, as you can see, this guy, that's the killer part when you're doing it with everything else. You've got to get at least, one on one of these to get a qualify, or at least at the thigh on one of these to everything else. The campaign, I thought you had to do the campaign, but at the time, like, you don't have to. It's the R&D thing. And then this one, I thought you had to do, but it doesn't seem. It seems more on this one. You do have to do the storyline, just everything else, and as I've been telling people, when you're doing the storyline and you get to this guy right here, skip this. What I done was basically, jump from this one, because when you get up to here, the Cardassian Green, you do the Dorg. I want to say in between these two, this one should kick in, this and everything else. So what I did on the one character, I actually waited on the green, because when you finally get into the last one, your last piece is in this story right here. To me, I think it's kind of stupid, because, when you're doing the story and you're doing this and everything else and all, you still got to go back to it, this and everything else and all. You still got to deal with it, this and all. So to me, what I did on the one character when this thing light up as I was guiding through, I just simply stopped right there, jumped down here, did all of these, got rid of all of these, that way I was done with this. Then go back, do the door one, because the door, I believe, will be ready, just everything else and all. After that's done, then go do the green. What they should do is like move this down, put the door up, put this down here, just everything else. That way you can just go down, do all of these, jump back up, and then go that route. That way, when you're doing the Delta recruit, the storyline seems more balanced, more in line, where you go down the line, go down here, jump back up. To me, that seems more natural. Where it's this way, nope, you get there and, silly. Alright, so the next big news. Alright, so like I said, later on, starting today, face to face of the Kudi National Rail. See, I'm a redneck. I hate those fancy words. I'm a redneck. Alright, here. Participating in this event each day will earn you weekend event vouchers, your choice of marks. After collecting 3 of them, players can purchase a new ship console, the Prolonged Engagement Powered Dino Universal Console. It is designed to passively capture energy during the routine mechanical operation of combat. Convert it to useful electricity that will increase your ship's subsystem power level. As the skirmishes endure, the excessive power will grow until the console's internal capacitors are filled. At that time, the console can be activated to temporarily double the accumulated power. However, doing so will flush the console's capacitors of energy, greatly disabling the power proliferation power protocol for a brief period. So, like I said, starting today, you have to do little 50s. You can see starting today. You have to do it basically 3 times, just everything else. After 3 times, you use your voucher to get this new console. Then that's it. You can basically take a break and not really have to worry about it, just everything else and all. So, that's that. Now, like I said, me, Spirit, Josh, some of us, we're actually going to try to do it just everything else. So later tonight, when that leak gets on, definitely be looking for a stream tonight where we're going to be playing this, trying to see what we can do with this thing, see if we can keep this thing alive. It's going to be interesting. That's all I got to say. Because like I said, right now, that's basically I'm flying. I'm actually flying a cannon setup, just everything else. I basically took this off of the Jorian ship, just everything else. The main reason why is because I got these little guys that will throw tractor beams, hoping that these little guys can catch the thing. Because like I said, what kills the ship? On the old one, I've gotten away 10. I've got the accolade. I'm done with the accolade. What kills the ship mainly is this guy right here, because like I said, the last time I played it, we got up to wait Thor going to die, a bunch of Klingons go up in, and I literally counted like 7 of these things flying, 7, flying and everything else. I needed to get the 2 of them. The 3rd one I was chasing down. Yeah, that's what I've got the other set, just everything else and all. And as you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is basically the set that one second. Let me open that up. Alright, hopefully you can see that. So as you can see, it's now a 2-piece set. Now we have the dual cannons, which I do have on the front end and everything else, but now we'll be getting this little console. I wonder, can we... See, I don't want to queue for it. Yeah, so it's not an event. There it is. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can, look at the reward for it. See, I've not done the event yet, so it's not going to be claimable yet. Yeah, see, like that last one I did, they're at the engine now, because now that I've done the event, so I can come there anytime I want and claim it. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to do the event. But the whole idea is you got to do it at least 3 times. The thing that basically kills it is this guy right here. Now, I do know on the last one, I threw tractor beams at it. I threw gravity wells at it. It really didn't do much. It slowed them down. That's about it. It slowed them down so that I can get on top of it and open fire on it. Just everything else and all. And like I said, there was like 7 of them coming. I got 2 of them. The third one, I basically cocked myself in front of it, try to, take the brunt of the hit and everything else and all. One of the other teammates managed to get the other 2, just everything else. So there was still like 2 more flying. I was chasing the last one, trying to get to the damn thing, and it just outraced me because it was so far ahead. And the only problem with the ship, this ship don't stay put. You think you can figure out the flight pattern, and I've kind of noticed with that, you think you get the flight pattern so you can try to follow the pattern, try to get ahead of it, try to detect it, everything else. And to me, a lot of times, like the one time when I was chasing it down, I would have sworn it was going to go to the one spot to the next, no, it actually changed in flight and went another direction. And the whole team was thinking, including me, because we was all on my Discord saying it's going to go left, it's going to follow, to the left trajectory, it's going to go toward the left. And we all started to kind of go towards it, try to get ahead of it. And all of a sudden, instead of going left like we thought it was going to go, no, it turned right in, just like good speed, kind of. And I was like, oh, crap, it's out of our range. And right then and there, and it was going right to one of the Klingon battle cruisers. And I was like, okay, we lost. And it's going right to that Klingon battle cruiser, and that battle cruiser is just sitting there, coming right to it, waiting for it. It literally wants to die. It's got a mind of its own to die today. Alright, so I don't know if anything else to really say. But now, like I said, later on tonight, definitely looking for us. We'll be getting together. We will be kind of doing a stream of this. Hoping to kind of get past wave 5. Because there is 10 waves. I believe there's an accolade. The society triangle will become more and more dangerous as simulation continues. The longer you last, the greater your rewards. Once you and your team defeat the same When the timer runs out, you're playing a time version, the mission will end. The mission also ends if the ship is destroyed. Exactly, Ronnie. But like I said, it's just that last time around. We was on Discord, just everything else. We had one guy on purposely, 1 minute he had to, dump everything in the engine to stay with it. Next time he had to basically put his engine to crawl, because it was constantly changing its engine speed. It was constantly changing it, what direction it was going. That's everything else. And like I said, the one time, I had an engineer and a science team, both on top of that, trying to keep it alive. Me being an engineer, I could take quite a few hits and everything else, but I kept trying to, stay ahead of it or decide it, on its side, drop back behind it, get things off to this sect, this everything else, trying to, take the brunt of the hit and everything else and kind of do circle around it, kind of, trying to keep things off of it and everything else. And anything was coming, I would on purposely get in its way and, it's like, nope, I'm in its way. You want to get to the ship, you got to go through me and force the ship to change target to lock onto me and take me on to go to it. That it just... Literally, to put it nicely, ladies and gentlemen, the best way I can say is, Counselor Troy is at the helm of this ship. She's got a mind of her own, she's going to fly like her own, and she's going to wreck that thing like it's her own. Counselor Troy is at the helm of this ship. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know what else to say. Alright, so as you all know, I'm Jimmy Jr., leader and owner of the SAS fleet. We're doing pretty good. Colony, we're working on it, everything else. So we're doing good on the colony. The Atlanteanites have done like their ages. The Embassies have done their ages. Someone finally put that on a timer. Thank you. So that, like I said, this has been done for ages. Some people just, wanted some fleet credits. And a lot of times what I'll do is, if somebody needs fleet credit, then I'll throw a project in there so people can put stuff in there to... Yeah, that's what both my science team and my engineer team. My one science team was actually flying the multi-mission ship that had the whole Akari set on it. That's everything else, so he was doing pretty good. While the engineer, if I remember correctly, he was flying the, oh crap, I forget now. No, not you. Okay, so alright, there. So like I said, the one friend of mine, he was flying the multi-mission ship, and he had that whole entire set right there. So he had the whole entire Alliance multi-mission system, this, everything else, trying to heal it, this, everything else and all. He also had this little device that you can put on that will also throw heals on the ship, this, everything else, and all that other stuff, this, everything else. And then the engineer, yeah, he was running this set because he was actually running a dungeon class, ship, that, everything else and all. So he was running that set, including that little device right there. Yeah, there it is, right there. There's the dungeon class set right there. Because he was flying the dungeon class right there. So he was able to throw a crazy amount of shields on it including this little device right here. That's everything else. Like I said, between my science and my engineer that was detecting it, nope, it still killed that torch ship. There's really no other way to really heal the thing. Hazard emitter heals it. Engineering team heals it. Now, I'll say the best thing that basically keep that alive. Again, like I said, if you got the multi-mission T6 ship, that is the whole key. Now, I don't have the multi-mission ship on this account. I just got the one piece right there that you pick up on the storyline. Between that, and that, including Engineering Team 3 and Hazard Emitter 3, or Hazard Emitter 2, I can only do. You that'll keep the ship alive, that's everything else. Now, me being an engineer, I can do Extend Shield 3, that's everything else and all. I'm going to try to be basically a tank, the DDS style, that's everything else. But if it don't work out, I might switch my tactic a little bit, go to my other ship, throw these on, get like Extend Shield 3 and try to do a better job. But in my mind, you've got a team of 5. In my mind, you keep an engineer and a science next to the ship, try to keep it detected and healed. Science basically does control effect while the engineer does his job detecting and healing. Then you have 2 of them, kind of 2 tanks, me, basically being one of them, that's everything else and all, just flies around the ship, try to do circles around it, to be the tank that also keep things away from it. And then finally, 1 tactical. And the tactical's job is to be a red shirt. If you're looking at the thing, and the way we'll be doing it is while we're flying, okay, so you got 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So while you're flying, it's the red shirt job to say, hey, 7 o'clock, Klingon battlecruiser coming in, I can't get to it. The tactical's job, because he's got the engine speed, the engine power, to quickly take off like crazy, get in front of that the Klingon battlecruiser and get rid of that fast, and then fly back to, the ship here, that's everything else and all. So tactical does hit and run, 2 tanks just kind of fly around the ship, try to keep the ship detected, and at least, 1 engineer that's basically stuck their healing, and 1 science that's stuck their control and healing. When I did it that way, we got to wait 5. Now, granted, we never got to wait 10, but we needed to get to wait 5 before the pesky, like I said, this is the death of the ship. Everything else we can pretty much wipe out, get rid of, except these things. When these things start coming, especially like I said the one time, there was 7 of these coming, just everything else. This is the death of the ship, these little torpedoes. Because when these things get a lock on and go in and you don't get rid of them, it's going to hit that ship. And like I said, even though the Miranda ship that's flying the Kobayashi Maru ship, its hull is not that great, and its shield's not that great. It could take a lot of hits to everything else, and it goes down fast, because the shields are not strong, and its hull is not that strong. It goes down fast. So when one of these little torpedoes are coming, it's literally instant death. That's all I could say. It's instant death. If this thing can get past everybody and get to the ship, it's instant death, instant game over. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. That's everything else. I'm actually going to queue on the next one to take a look at this 9 field, to kind of take a look at the 9 fields without, just everything else. So give me a couple of minutes to reset my stream, just and I'll get me something to drink, just everything else. And we'll be right back with the new 9 field and go from there. So I will see everyone shortly. Again, I'm Jenny Jr., leader and owner of the SAS fleet. We are a casual fleet. Definitely look to Dehu. He is my fleet recruiter to my fleet for Dehu. If you're looking for him, that's everything else. But thank you again for watching, and I'll be back shortly with this new minefield mission and take a look at it. And so you Federation players, live long prosper. You run the players, chilling true. You clean up players, Katlaw. And I'll see you all later. And Ronnie, I'll see you out there as well, Ronnie. Bye now.